to survive the coming winter. The little ants started collecting food using all kinds of tools. They would take the corn kernels apart, one by one, and then transport them back to the anthill with tiny carts. Compared to their busy work, the grasshopper's life was much easier. He never thought about storing food for the winter. During this bountiful autumn, he would munch on a leaf whenever he was hungry, and sip dew from flowers when he was thirsty. One day, he noticed a little ant, struggling to carry food. He couldn't help but laugh at it. He waved his hand and said there was food everywhere, so there was no need to work so hard to gather it. He even suggested that the ant join him in singing and dancing. The next moment, he picked up his violin and began playing while hopping around. Seeing this, the little ant couldn't help but be swept up in the fun. But this scene was noticed by the patrolling queen ant. The little ant hadn't realized the danger yet, but the moment it touched the queen's scepter, it was instantly terrified. After bowing to the queen, it quickly turned back to resume its work. The grasshopper immediately stepped forward to greet the queen. The queen reminded him that he should start storing food right away, or he wouldn't survive the winter. But the grasshopper didn't care at all. He even suggested that the queen relax and enjoy life. Hearing this, the queen turned and left in anger, while the grasshopper continued his carefree lifestyle. Before long, the leaves gradually turned yellow in the autumn wind. Autumn was ending. Bone-chilling cold winds and heavy snow arrived. Unprepared, the grasshopper was cold and hungry, and could only clutch his stomach, trying to survive. Suddenly, he spotted a dry, yellow leaf. Excited, he ran toward it, but a gust of cold wind blew away his only hope. In despair, he picked up his violin and kept moving forward. The freezing weather soon took its toll. After just a few steps, his body turned blue from the cold. Eventually, he stiffened and collapsed. At his most desperate moment, he spotted a treehouse ahead. Supporting himself, he crawled to the door and saw the ants enjoying their feast. Using his last bit of strength, he knocked on the door. The ants immediately opened it and helped him inside. They placed him next to prepared hot water to warm up, covered him with thick blankets, and gave him hot soup to regain his strength. Under the care of the ants, the grasshopper quickly recovered. Once he had regained his strength, the queen approached him and asked if he realized his mistake. The grasshopper immediately nodded in regret and apologized to the queen for his previous words and actions. The queen returned his violin. She said that he would be forgiven if he played a song. Overjoyed, the grasshopper grabbed his violin and happily started playing. The ants gently swayed to the music.